So this then is how Queen's Park Rangers line up today. Fullback Dave Clement passed a morning test, but Ian Gillard is out. John Hollins goes to sub with the number 4 shirt being taken by Mick Leach. Jerry Francis still out with hamstring trouble, but it's thought he will be fit next week. As for Everton, they're without midfield man Bruce Rioch, who now seems likely also to miss Scotland's game on Wednesday. His place at number 6 goes to Jim Pearson. Duncan McKenzie had a test on a bruised foot 35 minutes ago, but he's fit, plays at number 10. The referee today, Roger Kirkpatrick from Leicester, and really it's not the best of afternoons for watching football. So away we go then, Everton in the all-light strip of yellow, attacking the goal to our right, Rangers in their familiar hoops. And this Everton team coming with a good record of late, unbeaten in their last 8 games after losing the first 2 of the season. And indeed, they'll remember, I'm sure, quite a clash there between Abbott and Thomas, that Everton came here on the first match of last season and won 4-0. Well, here's Gibbons for Rangers. I want to put that memory behind them. Way too far ahead of Martin Busby. George Wood, the goalkeeper. Jim Pearson to Higgins. Don Masson, Stan Bowles, look at toe poke here for Shanks. And Gibbons just beaten to it by David Jones. Pearson playing a delightful ball there for David Thomas. Inside for Dobson. Now King, beautifully weighted there for Andy King. Pearson's coming up in there, Latchford's in there too, and that's a good goal for Everton. And they've begun exactly where they left off at the start of last season when they came here and won handsomely. Andy King playing such a big part in it. They're the 2 men who've made it. King, who played a big part in it over on that left touchline. Latchford with the header, past Phil Parkes just inside the post. Everton 0, Q.P.R, or rather Q.P.R 0, Everton 1. And here's Leach. Bowles. Well, a certain question mark against the defensive play of Rangers there, allowing Latchford of all people so much space, so close to goal. Masson, Needham. Oh, and a lovely ball there, played by Leach. And Clement on a tremendous overlap, and he's got men up as well. And in the end, it was Pejic who did a good job for Everton there. Needham had got up, Busby had got up, Bowles had got up as Clement went on that tremendous run. Masson right up there amongst the front men as well, Gibbons. Well, he's... Look at Wood right out there now. Is he giving away the corner or a throw? No, it's a throw. And as Wood hurdles to get back, they've got that, good piece of play by Rangers, good quick thinking by Don Gibbons, who took that throw quickly, and Masson, who'd gone up there, got the header in, but unfortunately for Rangers, it wasn't on target. Oh, Masson not quite controlling that one. Andy King sending Dave Thomas on his way now. This could be more trouble for Rangers. Latchford in the middle, and David Jones has come up as well. Latchford with the header. Oh, a beautiful goal. A second one for Latchford and a second for Everton. And the architect is the man who so recently was a Rangers player, Dave Thomas. A great run down the left. Latchford beautifully placed for that near post header. Wide of Phil Parkes. And so we have a score then. The Queen's Park Rangers 0, Everton 2. Gordon Lee doing a lot of shouting on that Everton bench. Well, it's been a good opening 18 minutes for him and his team. Eastoe. Bowles. Clement. High towards Don Gibbons, but even higher was Mark Higgins. Oh, and a great goal by Peter Eastoe. Well, that'll put Rangers back in the game. My word, how they needed it. And it looked to be no great danger for Everton as Higgins got up so well. When it came to Eastoe, a lot of space for him, surprising that. Left foot hooked high into the net. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 2. So Peter Eastoe gets his 5th goal of the season, and Rangers now have something to bite on.
He scored Rangers' 1st goal of the game, Peter Eastoe.
And good play here by Martin Dobson. Masson after him. Here's Mackenzie, bit of space for him on the right. Got it across beautifully. Oh, and Thomas on the far side couldn't quite finish it off. Superb piece of play though by Mackenzie. That devastating sprint over maybe only 3 or 4 yards when it really mattered. Hard low cross. Rangers in trouble, and Thomas couldn't quite turn it in. And there goes the whistle for half-time as Peter Eastoe was on his way. Everton, a brilliant start. Pulled short a little bit by Peter Eastoe's goal that gave Rangers a little bit of hope. But certainly a blistering start by Everton with those 2 goals by Bob Latchford in the first 20 minutes of the game. He allows this second half to start. So away we go with Rangers this goal down, 1-2 against Everton. Now Rangers attacking the goal to our right. Here's Masson. Givens with a touch now for Eastoe. And a corner given. Martin Dobson for Everton. Latchford, Masson right back there, nearly caught out. And a free kick given for handball by Abbott. The ball in fact kicked at him by his teammate Don Masson. And there wasn't much that Abbott could do about it. He was only about a couple of yards away, but it gives Everton this free kick. It's Thomas chipping it now to the far side. Andy King coming in, and Latchford has got his hat-trick. Well, Rangers, who are dab hands themselves at free kicks, badly caught out by that one as it's floated out. And Andy King on the byline, turning it in. No trouble at all there for Bob Latchford. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 3. Hat-trick man is Bob Latchford. Brings his total now to 7, and Rangers have already brought on their substitute. John Hollins is on, and Mick Leach has gone off. And Gordon Lee really seems to have got this side moving. No wonder Steve Burtonshaw's got that wide grin on his face. Jones. Good run here by Mark Higgins, but he'll have to run to keep it in play. It's a really wet afternoon again, though. Needham to Masson. Needham again. Oh, he's given it away to Mackenzie. Now, can Mackenzie make this 4 for Everton? And he can, and he made it look like child's play. And the Everton men are rushing towards Mackenzie. And Dave Needham is the man who knows that it's his mistake that has virtually put this game beyond the reach of Rangers now. Needham's mistake. Mackenzie on it like a flash. And he kept his cool superbly as Parks came out into the back of the net. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 4. The Evertonians in good heart. Dobson. They've really been a cut above Rangers for most of the afternoon, except for that one little period just before half-time when it looked as though Rangers might come back at them. Dobson to King. That's a good shot. Oh, and another fine save by Phil Parks. Andy King, the former Luton lad, having a very lively game indeed, and a good left foot shot. And Phil Parks just finger-tipping it over. What a game he's had, Andy King. Made the first and third goals. And here's Dave Thomas, who made the second one. With the corner for Everton. The fists of Parks. Dobson. Now Latchford, not his fourth goal, surely. Yes! And the fifth for Everton. Well, it's a riot. 4 goals for Bob Latchford. No wonder he can afford to smile like that. The other one coming from Duncan McKenzie, which in itself was a juicy one. And Everton all smiles as that ball fell for Bob Latchford. He couldn't believe his luck. And he gave Parks very little chance. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 5, which is the identical scoreline when Everton went to Leicester City earlier this season. Needham getting in there, finding Don Givens. Hollins has gone off right forward. Givens left foot, and he hit it straight at Jones. Hollins hustling Mackenzie into the mistake. Now, he claimed that was a handball. The linesman on the far side, who was well placed to see it, looked at the referee, shook his head. And so it's a corner only for Rangers. "18 minutes to go. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 5. Masson again with the corner for Rangers. Hollins with a shot, hitting it straight at Thomas, another corner. So Masson again with a corner, hit wider this time. Busby with the header. Eastoe right in there with a header too. And in the end it was Bowles who just stabbed it over. He claimed that Wood had touched it over. The referee said no, it's a goal kick. Now it's Bowles. Turning him one way, turning him the other way. Can he do it yet again? Or is he going to run into trouble? Well, he's giving him a few problems there. And a lovely little overhead, well saved though by George Wood from David Needham. Well, that was a bit of vintage Bowles. And in the end, that little shuffled cross and an overhead by Needham and a good piece of reflex goalkeeping by George Wood. Masson, Busby. What a good ball by Busby for Eastoe. Oh, and he hit the post. What a terrible piece of luck for Peter Eastoe. Can Bowles turn it in? Free kick. But what a ball that was by Busby. It gave Eastoe the opportunity to show his speed and his shooting skill, and he whacked it against the post. Now Bowles, Masson up there with him. Givens right in there. Always just favouring the keeper though. And Wood very quickly to come off his line at all times. Here's Masson. Back again for John Hollins. And a touch by Eastoe, and my word, he couldn't have come closer yet again. So Hollins putting that ball in, Eastoe with the touch. So very close indeed. In fact, it could almost be 5-3 now instead of 5-1 to Everton. Lyons, high up and under. Andy King's right there. And Phil Parks, very brave indeed there. And Needham got away with it then. Hollins. Bowles. Just touched it away there for Clement. It'll come for Hollins again. Curled in and a good one. Givens is right there. Can Eastoe get his second goal? No, and Busby couldn't quite find the way through either. David Jones down and injured, and a free kick given to Queen's Park Rangers. And Bowles curling it, and a good save again by George Wood. Made that look so easy as Bowles curved it. Wood himself was curving through the air. Mackenzie, a typical Duncan Mackenzie. And now here's Jones. There's the cross going in, and Needham's header getting it away. This time it's Dave Thomas taking on Dave Clement. Right foot shot, curling and difficult to hold, but Parks got it at the second go. Good shot there, and a bumping and boring there between Hollins and Thomas, old chums. But a very good shot indeed by Thomas that was swinging all over the place. Now here's Busby. Bowles. Gibbons. Oh, just wide. Took that opportunity really with an economy of effort that almost caught Everton out. Sweeping it wide of goalkeeper Wood, but also wide of that far post. Don Gibbons. Eastoe and Bowles. A nice touch by him for Don Gibbons. And again, that man, David Jones, is across there to do a good job for Everton. Stan Bowles. A penalty. That time a foul by Jones on Bowles. A yard inside the box. Not too many complaints, I think, by Everton. It looked a penalty. And Roger Kirkpatrick had no doubts that it was worth a penalty. Now Bowles and Mackenzie having a slight word with each other to decide which side Stan Bowles will put it. Mackenzie told him one way, and I'm not sure that I'd take Duncan's word for it. Let's see though. Bowles versus George Wood. And a lot of encroachment. Well, that was an amazing save by George Wood. Bowles took it. An enormous amount of encroachment on the left-hand side of the penalty area, though, but Wood down, and the penalty was saved. There's the final whistle. A fine victory for Everton. And their manager, Gordon Lee, just getting out of the tunnel. He really is getting this Everton side on the move. And nobody was more on the move, and I'm sure all Everton fans would agree, than their number 9, Bob Latchford, being mobbed on the pitch by one or two fans and now shaking hands with the referee. Bob Latchford now going into the tunnel, number 9. Scorer of 4 goals for Everton. The other one, maybe the sweetest of the lot in many ways, by number 10, Duncan Mackenzie.